Hey everyone, Dan Merriam here. A few years ago, I did something that most people thought was absolutely crazy. I dropped $140,000 on a Caribbean passport. That's right, I donated six figures to the Antigua and Barbuda government in exchange for second citizenship. No real estate investment, no investment returns, just cold hard cash, money down the drain. A lot of people thought I was nuts. But honestly, I think I'm going to look back in 10 years and it's going to be one of the best investments that I've ever made. In this video, I'll walk you through why I made the decision, how it transformed my life, and what I'd do differently now that citizenship by investment in the Caribbean has shifted. Stick around, because if you're serious about getting a second passport, you'll want to hear this. When I decided to leave Canada in 2020, it was the most difficult decision of my life. But the high taxes, complex landlord-tenant rules, and repetitive lifestyle no longer fit my goals. After a lot of research globally, the Caribbean kept coming back as a perfect place to live and invest. Now back to citizenship by investment. At first, I thought the real estate route made more sense. Buy a property, get a passport, and build wealth along the way. I also figured as a real estate investor, I'm sure I could find the right deal. But after looking at all the different options available, I realized that properties were overpriced and not in the locations that I wanted. Plus, the process of going through the real estate route was a lot more complicated at the time. So I went through the donation route instead. It was faster, easier, and saved me a lot of hassle. In less than a year, I had my passport in hand. And yeah, it hurt to hand over $140,000 with no physical asset in return, but looking back, I think it's worth every dollar. Now, after waiting a few months with the new passport in hand, I've been able to unlock global mobility and a tax-friendly lifestyle for me and my future family. I now have the ability to live and invest in Antigua and Barbuda and several other Caribbean countries freely, visa-free access to 150 countries with my new passport, including the EU and the UK, and no capital gains or inheritance tax, which means I can keep more of what I earn. But it's not just about the tax savings, it's also about peace of mind. Knowing I have a secure home base in the Caribbean means I don't have to stress about what's happening elsewhere in the world, like global pandemics, political turmoil, or a military conflict. Now, if I were starting this journey again, what would I do differently? I'd take the real estate route, hands down. Since I went through citizenship by investment in the Caribbean, the donation minimums have doubled to $200,000 and even up to $250,000. That's a lot more than I paid, and now you can own a real estate asset that appreciates and earns rental income. The value equation has really flipped because the minimum investment amount for real estate hasn't changed much. Now, making this move wasn't easy, but I also knew that it was a time-sensitive opportunity. And for most families and investors, when they really need a second passport, it's too late. If you're serious about buying, selling, or investing in citizenship by investment approved real estate, or just want to explore second residency options in the Caribbean, click on the link below to schedule a consultation. Also, if you found this video helpful, hit that like and subscribe button for more updates on Caribbean real estate investment, citizenship programs, and much, much more. I'm Dan Merriam. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.